I want to know, is there anyone out there watching my videos that you are ashamed of your ethnicity? I'm curious. You know, this is almost like the opposite of a racist concept, whereas there are racist people in the world, I get that. Whereas they think that their race is superior to other races, which is just ridiculous concept. I cannot relate to that concept. But what I wonder is, are there certain people who are actually ashamed of their ethnicity? And I made another video saying, if you could be in any ethnicity, what would you be? This is different. This is taking it to a different level. My question on this video is there anyone who is ashamed of their ethnicity, or maybe even part of it? I mean, let me think of like a weird example, just for lack of a better example. I knew a girl who, her last name was a German last name, and married a Jewish guy. And I said, oh, that's interesting. So you're of German descent, and then he's Jewish. And she said, yeah. And I didn't mean it a certain way, but I think she kind of took that like, how weird is that? Oh yeah, because of the Holocaust all that time ago, that your ancestors were maybe Nazis, and then your husband's ancestors were Jewish. So I kind of felt that that's how she felt about it. And that didn't even cross my mind. I just love ethnicity, and I love exploring it and learning about other people. That's the only reason I asked. Because the last name had a weird pronunciation. I didn't know how to pronounce it. And then that's how it came out that it was German. And then she also revealed that her husband was Jewish. So that I just kind of put the pieces together. But I think that she might have been ashamed of her German ancestors because maybe that they were Nazis to the Jew. I don't know. But my point is anybody out there willing to say that there's part of their ethnicity that they're ashamed of? I'm just curious. And we've talked before that many of us, we go far enough back in our family tree, you know, there were forced relationships that caused our ancestors to be formed. So, you know, someone could, for example, someone who's African American, I don't know, they'd say, well, of course I'm not 100% African because, you know what happened between one of the slave masters and one of the slaves back up in my family tree. You know about that. And so maybe they're ashamed. I don't know. I'm trying to think of scenarios in which people would be ashamed of part of their ethnicity. I mean, I accept everything that's happened to get me here. And I know there's stories that I know about that make me cringe. Like knowing that, I think it was my great-grandmother in Mexico was abducted as a teenager and basically forced to marry this guy. Like, she's like, I think my great-grandmother. That's what my grandma told me. So, you know, I'm not ashamed to be anything because of that. I mean, we all have dark, you know, stories in our family tree if we look hard enough. Either way, whatever the motivation, is there anyone out there who is ashamed of part of their ethnicity? I can't say it. Ethnicity. I'm curious. Let me know.